Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the TTV News with some last events in our province, and I will come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to prepare for the upcoming 5th session of the 15th National Assembly, on the morning of May the 4th, the delegation of the National Assembly of the province organized to comment on the draft law on credit institution amended. Ms. Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, Deputy Head of the Specialized Delegation of Provincial National Assembly Delegation of the province, and Mr. Trần Hữu Hậu, member of the National Assembly's Law Committee, co-chaired the conference. The project on credit institution law amended is arranged with 13 chapters and 195 articles to create a legal corridor in the handling of bad debts of the credit institutions, thereby promptly correcting and completing the provision of the law on credit institutions, which are causing many problems and inadequacies. The delegate suggested that the policy functions should be completely separate from the commercial credit functions of the credit institutions. In fact, the Bank for Social Policies lends to policy credit programs mainly with funds supported by the state budgets, while commercial banks lend to these programs with self-mobilized capital from the economy according to market interest rates, and the difference in the deposits and lending interest rates that has affected the bank's finances. In particular, it is necessary to stop the situation where commercial banks take deposits to make risky investment in some risky fields such as real estate, security, etc. The law project also needs transparent and clear regulations on insurance business activities through banks, tends to remove the paradox of lending interest rates for businesses, but has not created favorable conditions for business facing difficulties to overcome the obstacles. In addition, there are other opinions proposing to strengthen the legal effect on electronic transactions from mobilizing and managing cash, non-cash commercial business transactions, supplementing regulations specifically applied to consumer loans, serving life needs for small value, limiting the illegal black credit, and handle the risks. These comments were also selected and received by the Provincial National Assembly delegation to be conveyed to the final drafting agency before being presented for the first time at the upcoming 5th section.
In the afternoon of May 4, members of the National Assembly of TayNinhTV province, including Ms. Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, Deputy Head of the Specialized Delegation of the Provincial National Assembly Delegation, Mr. Huỳnh Thanh Phương, Secretary of Goyao District Party Committee, and Mr. Trần Hữu Hậu, member of the National Assembly's Law Committee, had a meeting with voters who are officers and soldiers of the Provincial Political Command, the High Command Provincial Military, and the 5th Division. During the meeting, voters focused on commenting on a completely new bureaucratic by the Ministry of National Defense, which is the law on management and rotation of defense works and military zones, with 6 chapters and 34 articles. Voters basically agree with the contents of the law project. Senior Colonel Tạ Ngọc Tuân, Deputy Chief of Staff of the Provincial Political, suggested that more responsibilities of the people should be added to the protection of national works and military zones. In addition, voters also proposed to adjust the provisions at Point B, close to Article 24, Chapter 4 of the law project to promptly detect signs and acts of violating regulations on management and protection of defense work and military zone. These opinions have been satisfactorily accepted and explained by the Provincial National Assembly delegation. At the same time, he wishes to continue to receive comments from the armed forces on this bill so that when it is enacted, it can be put into practice and promote its effectiveness.
And ladies and gentlemen, on May the 4th, the Intersectional Food Safety Inspection Team No. 1, chaired by the Department of Health, continue to inspect the food production, processing, and trading establishments in Ym Châu district. The delegation visited the non-print department store number 21 of Ym Châu town, and here the delegation checked the legal records, the paper met the food hygiene and safety conditions, and quickly tested some fresh foods. At the time of inspection, the delegation discovered that the establishment did not conduct periodic health checks for the people directly trading food as prescribed. The delegation met a record and handled administrative violations on the act, failing to conduct periodical health checkups for the people directly dealing with food as prescribed at Point A, close to Article number 9, Decree number 91, dated November the 8th of 2012 of the government, and at the same time request the facility to fix this immediately. In addition, the delegation also took samples and semi food products for testing at the establishment. Next, the delegation came to work at Hưng Long Tapioca Starch Company Limited, which specializes in producing tapioca starch in Phan Commune of Yuan Châu District. At the time of inspection, the company was temporarily suspending operations, so the delegation focused on checking the company's legal records. As a result, the company has provided a full certificate of operation registration and has self-declared records of the products, and has also periodically tested food products and water sources as prescribed. And ladies and gentlemen, after 5 days of holidays, civil servants, officials, and employees in the province have returned to work, and students have also returned to come to school to study. And from early in the morning, the roads in the city, the traffic is bustling. The people are busy going back for work and after a series of holidays. Recorded by the reporter at the Provincial Public Administration Service Center at 7:30 a.m., there are a lot of people waiting to do relevant procedures. It is expected that after the ceremony, there will be a large number of citizens and a large amount of work, so the staff at the center try to arrange the time to come to the office earlier than usual to handle administrative procedures for the people. At the Department of Information and Communications, the working atmosphere in the rooms is very urgent, with the spirit of enthusiasm and responsibility for the side tasks, ensuring the set schedule. Implementing the government's resolution number 11 on the program of social economic recovery and development, the outstanding loans for credit programs of the Bank for Social Policy Southern Province, according to the resolution, reached more than 196 billion Vietnam dong, with more than 3,670 customers. Regarding the implementation of interest rate supports in accordance with Decree number 36 of the government, the Bank for Social Policy of the branch has provided interest rate support for loans at the branch with a support amount of 15.8 billion Vietnam dong. And according to Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Hiền, Director of the State Bank of Vietnam branch, from now until the end of the year, the TayNinhTV will continue to promote drastic, effective implementation of the tasks of the banking sector in the recovery and rehabilitation program, socio-economic development, the national target programs, ensuring timely, transparent, and the right of the objective for the allowance, in which focusing on implementing the program of 2% interest rate support according to Decree number 31 of the government, loan program for social housings, worker housings, renovation and reconstruction of old apartment buildings according to the government resolution number 33, policy credit programs to the Bank for Social Policies.
Currently, there are 112 cooperatives operating in the agricultural sector in the province, but according to the assessment of the Union of Cooperatives of the province, only 40% of these cooperatives operate effectively. In order to gradually improve the operational efficiency of the cooperatives, in the coming time, the province will proceed to dissolve the inefficient cooperatives, which do not ensure the organization and operation according to regulations. Striving to 2025, the whole province has 160 cooperatives operating in the agricultural sector, of which 70% of cooperatives operate effectively. With the above goal, the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development has also proposed many solutions, including focusing on developing cooperatives on the basis of mobilizing existing cooperative groups in the area to participate in establishing cooperatives. Select products with local strengths, mobilize the establishment of cooperatives to coordinate with enterprises to build raw material areas, associate product consumption, and apply high technology in production. At the same time, implementing policies to support and create favorable conditions for businesses and cooperatives to participate in trade promotion activities, seek and expand domestic and export markets of agricultural product consumption for sustainable development. International First Doctoral Candidate Contest in Vietnamese for the school year 2022-2023. Nguyễn Khánh Thi, student of class 4F at Kim Dong Primary School, was the only contestant to participate in the teen competition round taking place in Ninh Bình province at the end of April. Khánh Thi excellently won the third prize of the contest. Khánh Thi, along with nearly 400 students in race 4 and 5, from 51 provinces and cities across the country were present at the national round. This year's teen contest has the theme towards historical roots with a two-part structure for students in grade 4 and 5, in which part 1 is an essay exam, part 2 is an exam on a computer system with a knowledge system of no more than 30 weeks, with the knowledge previously reviewed by the teachers. And her own ability, Khánh Thi excellently won the third prize of the contest in the school year 2022-2023 at the national level.
And ladies and gentlemen, the festival and cultural and artistic exchanges with ethnic groups and religions in 2023 gave left many good impressions. The camp once again tightened the solidarity between religions, religious people, and the armed forces of the province. It took place in one day with many exciting, rewarding, and impressive activities. The camp was organized with a scale of 10 sub-camps, with the participation of 250 campers from military commands of district, town, and Taynin City, and Regiment number 174, with the participation of Cao Dai and Buddhist religions, Catholics, Protestant, Muslim, of the Cham, Khmer, Chinese, Thai, and Tamil ethnic groups of the people. The exciting activities of the camp must be mentioned, such as folk games, tug of war, working on the stilts, shack jumping, slow cycling, national flag snatching contest, etc. And the sub-camps religious organization and ethnic minorities can also visit and listen to explanation about the Hoang Kam kitchen motto, a time top-shoulder kitchens with many advantages in the history of the resistance war against the U.S. And the campers also learn techniques of the hammock. First at bandages, one of the most interesting and useful activities here. And participating in the camp, I feel very happy to get the experiment and experiences the culture of the ethnic minorities, showing everyone the cultural beauty of the ethnic minorities. After participating in the 2023 camp, I felt that I have learned and exchanged for the identities of other ethnic groups, such as Khmer, Thai. I have learned a lot of knowledge, such as lifestyle. This religious and ethnic exchange program has a high human meanings. Firstly, it creates on conditions for us to exchange and help each other about their religious practices, and we exchange and learn with each other about an experience where in the past we wanted to meet a certain religion, which was very difficult for us because each person was also in one place. The organization of this exchange is very useful game for ethnic groups and religions to exchange with each other about how to live and treat people with the people. The festival and cultural and artistic exchanging with ethnic groups and religion in 2023 has officially ended. But perhaps for every soldier's ethnic group and religion, this will be a memory and an experience, unforgettable experience also. The camp contributes to strengthening the solidarity between the army and the people, and the solidarity between the people in the life and the people in the religion follower, and the followers of the different religions, and also the armed force of the province. And that's all for the TTV News today. Thank you for tuning in with us, and see you next time.